Hi everyone and welcome back. I live at the eastern coast of Sweden in a town called Söderhamn, and I do a lot of photography along the coast. But in this video I'm going on a trip inland, a 160 kilometers drive in my car that takes about 2 hours. This small countryside town that I'm currently driving through is located halfway to my destination. In a way, this town captures the essence of how people live in this region. With only 9 people per square kilometer, you can imagine how much space we have to ourselves, especially if you're into landscape photography or any other outdoor activity. With that said, it's not like it feels like I'm living in a wasteland. I would say it's the perfect amount of people that lives here. Not too crowded and not too secluded. It's lagom, which is a Swedish word for just the right amount. Not too much and not too little. My destination is in that direction, but I want to show you something, so let's take a quick detour up this mountain here. It's not that high of a mountain, maybe 200-300 meters high. But I want to show you the view from up there, so let's take a quick detour here. I thought it would be a lot of people here actually. I'm here all by myself. So let's go and have a look at this view. I haven't yet told you what this video is about, so let's go back to the car and I will tell you more about my plans for today and tomorrow. As I'm driving through yet another countryside town, I will tell you more about where I'm going. In 2018 there was a huge forest fire in the region. It covered a surface of 210 square kilometers. And it took the firefighters several weeks to get it under control. Luckily, almost no structures were damaged, but it was a huge economic loss for the private landowners. I visited the area shortly after the fire, and I captured these images. Now I return 3 years later to see if the land has healed or if it still is scarred and damaged by the fire. My hope is to capture pictures of black burned tree trunks and maybe some flowers beneath them. I'm closing in on my destination now. So let's take a right here and see what we can find. Actually looks kind of promising here. Let's pull over here and get out of the car and see if we can find anything interesting here. It looks promising actually. Let's go have a look over here. So this is what I wanted to capture, the burnt tree trunks and the purple flowers. This spot isn't exactly what I had in mind. I wanted to be more flowers closer together, covering a larger area. But this is a really good start. So the forest fire was on a pretty big area, so I got a lot of ground to cover. So I will have a closer look around and see if I can find anything nice to photograph. And the light is kind of harsh right now. There isn't a single cloud in the sky. So I have to wait until the evening at the sunset to see if there's better light then. But yeah, this is actually a really good start. When I'm looking at this scene from a distance, I'm actually thinking that this might be a shot for a telelens. It gets more compressed. So I'm gonna keep that in mind for when I'm trying to capture this later this evening. But for now, as I mentioned, the light is so harsh, so I won't be doing any photography right now. So I'm gonna go back to my car and try and find a spot in the shadow and have my lunch. After lunch I drove around scouting for potential photo locations. And every now and then I got out of my car and captured with my camera whatever caught my eye. And some of those shots turned out to be nice. I have been driving around all afternoon scouting for locations, and this is the best location I could find. And I'm actually pretty happy. I'm literally standing in a sea of flowers here. I'm really happy. And it's getting later in the evening now, and the sun is getting lower in the sky, so the light is getting softer. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. I think I can find a nice composition here actually. I have found a pretty decent composition. But it's so hard to work here with all these mosquitoes. They're literally everywhere. In the middle of the day I had like 31 degrees Celsius in the shadow and scorching sun. And now all these mosquitoes. It's so hard to work in the Swedish summer. I'll try my best here. So I've framed up with the burnt tree trunks and this beautiful field of flowers. And I'm at ISO 64 f8 1/25 of a second, focus on the closest tree trunks, and 2-second self timer to reduce some vibration. There we go. I hope it turned out great. The mosquito situation is getting worse and worse here. But I'm gonna go up on that hill and see if I can find another shot. That's a really nice view from up here. And a lot less of mosquitoes. I actually panicked down there in the field. I've tried a few shots with my telelens, but I can't seem to find anything interesting. Kind of frustrating actually, because the view is so nice and I can't find anything. I went downhill and I'm making my way back to my car now. And I actually found a nice spot here, so I captured a few images here with my wide angle lens, but the mosquitoes are eating me alive. I can't film anymore, so I have to end the video here actually. If I found anything nice here, I will put them up on the screen for you now. But I want to thank you all for watching, and oh my god, they're eating me alive. See you in the next video. Bye bye.